Check 1 2. The Franklin High Panthers have a chance to get above 500 in the Hockomock League standings and close the gap between themselves and Canton High School if they get a victory tonight over the cooperative team from Stoughton. Hi, neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce. Our producer today is Scott Tooker. Franklin, with a record of 3-9, 2-2 in the league, takes on the winless Stoughton Sharon cooperative team. And they're 0-13, 0-5 in the league. So a very good chance for Franklin to move up in the standings. Canton is undefeated in the standings at 2-0. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for Stoughton, coached by Chad Kelly of Bellingham. Sarah Scapparticci will be the freshman goalkeeper. Julia Monahan will be the starting left-wing sophomore. Also starting Samantha Calipay. She is a senior at defense. Addison Strunk, a sophomore at defense. And the right winger is Perry Rodman, a junior. We're underway. We'll give you the Franklin starting lineups. Gabe Trevino, a freshman. Jenny McLaughlin, a sophomore. Julia Flynn, a junior. Nina Iannuzzi, a senior. And also starting Lindsay Dennett and Caitlin Johnson. Dennett, a senior. Johnson, a junior. In goal, Izzy Brown. It's going to be Franklin in the white with blue trim and the Black Knights in the black and gold. The puck in front, and it's stopped by Scapparticci, and she'll be clearing it out on the right wing. Franklin takes it back at center ice. With it here is Lindsay Dennett. Dennett is skated off on the play, comes back, but is tapped forward by the Black Knights, and this should be icing, and it is an icing on Stoughton. Stoughton is actually a cooperative team, not just with Sharon, but they have other students on their team from Brockton, Attleboro, and North Attleboro. This will be the last year for Brockton to be on this cooperative team, as the league wants to keep the cooperative all with Hockomock League schools. So Franklin, 3-9 on the season. They've lost 5 in a row, but they've been in some tough games, and they've lost a lot of games by 1 goal. And the puck is sent back. Let's see, this is not icing, waved off by the officials. And the officials today are Dave Patrick and Chip Kivlahan. Franklin, this is Jenny McLaughlin, starts out deep in her own end. McLaughlin, centering pass. It comes up to Lily Santiago. Santiago is called for offside, and there'll be the draw outside the blue line in the Stoughton zone. 3 15-minute periods, and we're from the Veterans Memorial Arena in Franklin here today. So glad you're with us, fans, streaming live on YouTube. Puck is controlled by Flynn, now sent back. It eludes a Franklin skater at center ice, and it's sent into the Franklin zone. No icing here as Franklin goes back to retrieve. Early on here in the first period from Franklin. Puck is stolen on a nice steal there by Molly Corvino. Corvino sends it in behind the net. Flynn chases it down to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with a nice move to center ice. Flynn on the fly, left wing, and she goes down. No call on the play. It's McLaughlin who skates past it now, and the Black Knights will try to take it back. They do. It's this is going to be a shot on goal from almost the whole length of the ice. So no icing, of course. That's a shot on goal. What a shot by the Black Knights. Franklin has played the Stoughton Cooperative once earlier on December 13th, and Franklin won by the score of 6-1. But it was a better game than that. It was a relatively close game. And talking to the Stoughton coach, Chad Kelly, he felt that they had some good minutes in that game, and it was a lot closer than the final score indicated. Stoughton, a very young team. We'll go over their roster in just a moment, as skating back for it is Lindsay Dennett. She circles around, takes it to center ice. Nice tip up in front for Bridget Haggerty. This is Haggerty on the left wing. She stops, gets it back to the blue line for McLaughlin. She keeps it in the zone. Her pass in front blocked, and it's going to be sent away. And let's see if this is going to be icing. It is another icing on Stoughton. Stoughton will ice the puck. They're a young team. Of their 20 players, 4 are seniors, 4 are juniors, 6 are sophomores, and 6 are freshmen. So 12 out of the 20 are underclassmen. And talking to Coach Kelly before the game, he feels that Franklin is a good team. The difference he feels is that the Franklin has 3 lines. The Franklin team has 3 lines that can score, whereas his team is a little bit shy on that kind of scoring ability. As for Coach Mike Lubin of Franklin, he feels they need to start putting the puck into the net. They've had a lot of chances, but they haven't been able to cash in. The shot there is redirected wide, and a good look by Julia Flynn. Now it comes out to Nina Iannuzzi. She tries to center it up. It's past the back line and taken there in front of the goal. Puck is loose. Franklin tries to get a shot off. They cannot. This is Dennett. Her blast is stopped in front. The rebound. And it's cleared out of there by Stoughton. Franklin with a lot more scoring opportunities than Stoughton so far. Flynn scales in. Her shot is wide. A beautiful move by Flynn. And it's taken down behind the net by Caitlin Johnson, who got the start here today. Puck is wide, deflected, and tapped down by a Black Knight, Addison Strunk. Back to Dennett. Lindsay, she fires away it off a Franklin player in front of the goal. That was Johnson. Puck is loose. Franklin gets it out to the inside the slot. The shot there by Dennett is blocked. Dennett back taps it, and it's going to go out of the zone, and Franklin will have to clear the zone and chase it back to their own end. Cross rink pass goes astray, and the Black Knights have it on the turnover, and it's stopped by Lindsay Dennett. Dennett skates it all the way through. Her shot is wide, no icing call, and it's retrieved by Adele Frackleton for Stoughton. Sent in by, right now in the game, is Hannah Auer. Bridget Haggerty covers up and is sent out to Auer. Auer, last one is blocked, and it's going to be sent the length of the ice. This is going to be another icing against Stoughton. So Franklin is yet to ice the puck. Stoughton has done it 3 or 4 times in the early going. 9 minutes and 55 seconds on the scoreboard. No score here from Franklin. Franklin has had a tough schedule here, playing some tough teams. Dedham, Medway, Medfield. They lost to Medfield 2 games ago in overtime, 3-2. That's about how the season has gone. Some tough breaks for the Panthers. But Coach Lubin told me we're getting better each game. So we'll look for them to provide some good spark on offense here today. Auer sends it into the right side, taken back by the Black Knights, and now covered by Hannah Auer. Auer, the junior, out to center ice. Franklin races for it. A nice hustle there, but hit hard was Abby Chang. She took a wicked hit, lost her glove, and it's going to be a penalty coming up. A penalty coming up on Stoughton, and going out is going to be Molly Corvino. Like a tripping call on Molly Corvino, and she'll go out at 9:21 of the first period. Franklin on the power play. They're first. Julia Flynn to take the draw in the offensive zone off the left wing. And it's going to be sent out to the Franklin zone, covered up there by Nina Iannuzzi. Franklin trying to get the power play going. This is Julia Flynn, a great skater. And she skates through. It's stolen but kept in. Flynn tries to get it. It now over to Nina Iannuzzi. Her blast is wide. 1:36 left on the penalty. Dennett chips it forward to Johnson. Johnson backpedaling out to Dennett. She keeps it in the zone. Dennett on the left wing. The blast there. It squirts through, but it's saved and kept in by Franklin. Dennett again with it. Her cross rink pass over to Julia Flynn. And she drops it back now for Iannuzzi. To Dennett. 1:12 left on the penalty to Corvino. And Jenny McLaughlin cannot get to it. But now it's picked up by Johnson. Her centering pass is blocked. And now Dennett has it for Franklin. Wing to wing we go to Flynn. Flynn inside the slot. Her shot is wide. And Johnson has it. Her backhander hits the side. and now it's cleared by Stoughton. It's going to go the length of the ice. No icing, of course. It's a shorthanded situation for the Knights, and both teams with a lot of lineup changes. Chipped forward for Iannuzzi, and now taken here by Bridget Haggerty, and an offside call against the Franklin High Panthers with 35 seconds left on the penalty to Corvino. Corvino went out. Molly Corvino, the senior center for the Black Knights. The draw in front of us, it's going to be Lily Santiago to take it for the Panthers. And she wins it. Abby Chang sends it all the way in behind the goal and covered up by Stoughton, and they cannot get it outside the zone, however. And now it does come outside the zone to center ice, and Franklin has to clear the offensive zone. Now they send it in. In the game for the Panthers is Madison Reardon. She's a freshman. And the Black Knights have it, and they're going to kill some time here in skating it through. Well, the Black Knight tried to be a little coy with it. Instead of dumping into the end, she tried to kill some time, and she lost the puck. And the penalty is up. So both teams at full strength. Full strength as Stoughton killed off the penalty to Corvino. And this is Flynn now with it. Flynn gets by one, skates through, goes down, no call. Puck is loose in front. The rebound shot by Auer is wide by Cataldo, who's in the game. Now the puck is still loose. Covered up here by Hannah Auer. Her blast is a save by Scapitici. Puck along the left side for Flynn. She takes a hit. Covered up and sent all the way down. This is going to be no icing, they called. They must have said it was deflected by a Panther. No icing, and Panthers come back. All the action in the Stoughton end of the rink. McLaughlin controlling it. Tries to skate through, cannot. It's kept at center ice. Over to Kate Cataldo, the freshman. Cataldo battling for it. Tries to get to it. It's covered up by Stoughton, and they circle at center ice. Almost blocked by Santiago. Now it's into the Franklin zone. The shot is wide. Izzy Brown in goal for Franklin. And taken out there by Bridget Haggerty. Stoughton keeps it in. Now it gets behind them to center ice to the Franklin zone. And covered up there by Adele Frackleton, the freshman. And a whistle here and an offside called against the Panthers with 5 minutes and 52 seconds to go. First period, no score. We mentioned Franklin defeated Stoughton Co-op 6-1 back in December, but it was a better game than the final score indicated. And Franklin also was shy a few players. I'll tell you about that when I have a chance. In front is Abby Chang, and an offside called against Franklin. This draw is going to come all the way out to the Franklin circle to the right of goalkeeper Izzy Brown. No score. The referee moves a few players back. The draw controlled by the Panthers. Bridget Haggerty. This is Bridget with the puck at center ice. Nice move by Haggerty, and she's taken down. No penalty. Puck is sent on the right wing, up to the right wing boards. Covered up there by Stoughton. They send it to center ice. And skating back forward is Julia Flynn. Flynn, a whirlwind with that puck. She drops it over to Iannuzzi in front. The shot is wide. McLaughlin chases it down, centering it up for Johnson. Can't connect. And here come the Black Knights. Skating fast is Ella Cummings. Cummings with some good moves. And she dumps it behind the Franklin goal where Lindsay Dennett has it for the Panthers. Goes behind the goal, out in front, knocked back in by the Black Knights. A good shift here for the Black Knights. Puck stays in the Franklin zone, covered here by Johnson. Caitlin Johnson. Johnson, the junior, sent in on the right wing boards. Under 5 minutes to go here in the period. No score. Dennett steals it. Dennett sends it behind the goal, covered by two Black Knights. Franklin can't keep it in. It goes all the way down. This is going to be icing if it makes the line. It does. And it's icing against Stoughton. So the players out, not available, away, not able to play today. Cadence Canavan, Ella Marzullo, Haley Wernig, and Maddie O'Brien. 4 players who are not here. So that's a little bit of a hill to overcome for the Panthers, but they're deep. And as Coach Kelly said, they have 3 lines that can score. Not sure he knew that those 4 players would be out, however, when he made that comment to me before the game. Covered up here by the freshman, rather Haggerty, now taken in by Hannah Auer. Puck comes loose on the left wing side. Haggerty chips it forward and keeps it in the attacking zone. Now it comes out to center ice. With under 4 minutes to go in the scoreless first period. Franklin, Abby Chang sends it in. Covered up there by Addison Strunk, the sophomore. Along the right wing boards. Flynn steals it for the Panthers. Back to center ice. Covered here by Franklin Panther. With it there was Madison Reardon. And now it's on the left wing for Flynn. Julia had some open space, charges in and hits the post. Hit the left post on her blast. What a move by Julia Flynn. She is fun to watch skate. Flynn digs it out. Her centering pass in front gets into the skates of Johnson and back out to Iannuzzi. Right wing for Dennett. Dennett lets it go. It just sails wide in front of the crease, and Flynn cannot keep it in. And Julia will go back to her own zone to chase it down with 3 minutes to go in the first period. Pete Royce with you. Scott Tooker with the sights and sounds for your viewing pleasure. The blast by Dennett. The one-timer is wide. Kept in by Iannuzzi. She hips it forward, but too wide. Kept in by Dennett. Dennett around the goal she comes. Hits the referee. Takes the referee down. The referee slow to get up. Appears to be okay. And now it's out to center. Skating it for it there, but they quadruple team the skater and take it away. Dennett sends it in. 2:24 to go in the period. And Scapitici saves it and covers up for Stoughton. And Stoughton will make a line change here with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the scoreless first period. Hope you're enjoying the action. Hockomock League hockey from Veterans Memorial Arena in Franklin. Puck is dropped. Santiago can't get to it, but Franklin does win it. It goes to Madison Reardon, the freshman. Her blast is sent in, covered up by Haggerty. Now Franklin steals it. The turnaround shot by Santiago. The save by Scapitici, the freshman goalkeeper. It's been great. Out with it is Ella Cummings, another freshman. We said Stoughton is very young. They have 12 of their 20 players freshmen or sophomores. Puck is on the ground, on the ice, and now it's tapped forward into the Stoughton zone. And it's going to be icing. This is a rare icing against the Panthers. I think it's their first one of the game with 1 minute and 41 seconds to go in the first period. Still looking for the first goal of the game. Franklin put up 6 goals against Stoughton back in December, but since then they've not had more than 3 goals in a game. Now it's Flynn. What a move on by Flynn. She skates around Cummings. Puck is loose behind the goal. McLaughlin tries to dig it out. Some contact there with an opponent. Now it's taken to center ice by Stoughton. Stoughton lumbering after the puck. Coming in, the shot there, the save by Brown on the blast by Corvino. Izzy Brown with a nice save, and she covers up, and there'll be a draw in the Franklin side of the rink with 1 minute and 19 seconds. It could be 1:14, can't quite see it. The net is blocking a few of the light bulbs in the scoreboard here at Veterans Memorial Arena. And the draw to the right of Brown. Controlled by the Panthers. And they cannot clear it out. And now I think a delayed penalty call. A delayed penalty call here. The penalty is a cross-check on Avery Drainville. Drainville with the second penalty. Avery Drainville called for the cross check at 1:12. 1:12 left in the period. Franklin with the 2-minute advantage. Unless Stoughton scores, and then we're even strength. Santiago with the draw. Stoughton carries it in along the near side boards. Scrum for the puck, everybody digging for it. And now they're going to, a rarity, you don't usually see a face-off when the puck is loose. Lately they've been letting them go, but this time they felt it was tied up, so there'll be a draw to the left of goalkeeper Sarah Scapatici. 1:49 left on the penalty. Flynn's going to take the draw for Franklin. The second power play. Stoughton killed off the first one. This is Iannuzzi. To Flynn. Her blast hits the stick and caroms wide to Dennett. Lindsay Dennett back to the top for Iannuzzi. The rebound in front, and the puck goes in front of the crease, and it does not get through. Back out to Dennett. Dennett on the left wing for Flynn. Nice spin around move by Flynn. Her shot off the rebound. The two saves there by Scapatici. Outstanding work by Sarah Scapatici, the freshman goalkeeper. And now the shot is going to be wide. All the way down, coming through, it is Lindsay Dennett with 1:05 to go on the penalty. Only 14 seconds to go in the period, however. This penalty may carry over. Flynn skating through, and she's taken down. And the puck is sent around the goal. 2 seconds to go in the period. Stoughton will hold it, and there's the buzzer ending the first period. It's scoreless. There'll be 48 seconds left on the penalty to Drainville when we start play in the second period. So, 2 penalties so far, a penalty kill and 1 in progress for Stoughton, and Franklin clearly with more scoring opportunities, but Scapatici has been outstanding. On the other side, Izzy Brown has made a few saves as well. We're going to take a pause here for about 6 or 7 minutes and come back. They're going to take the Zamboni machine out and put down some new ice. Actually, I think they actually drop water on the ice to sharpen it up and clear a little bit of debris. And then we'll be back to call the second and exciting period here between Franklin and the Stoughton Sharon co-op team. You score after 1 period. It's Franklin nothing, Stoughton Sharon co-op no score. We'll be back with the second period. Stay tuned for more exciting action on YouTube TV. Welcome back to the Veteran Memorial Arena in Franklin. We have Franklin and Stoughton, no score after one period of play. Pete Royce with you, Scott Tooker with the sights and sounds for your viewing pleasure. 48 seconds will be a power play still remaining for Franklin as we begin the second period. The first period was dominated by outstanding goalkeeping, especially Sarah Scapitici, the freshman goalkeeper for Stoughton Sharon Co-op. And on the other side, Izzy Brown has done a good job for Franklin in goal. We start the second period. Franklin will be going from right to left across your screens. And the Stoughton Black Knights, the co-op team with 5 schools represented, Stoughton, Sharon, Brockton, Attleboro, and North Attleboro, going from left to right across your screens. Pete Royce with you high above the rink here at Veterans Memorial Arena. And we're underway. The officials again, Dave Patrick and Chip Kivlahan. Franklin attacking right away. This is Johnson, Caitlin Johnson. Out deep, it comes to Dennett. Dennett for Nina Iannuzzi. She chips it forward. This is Flynn. Flynn goes back to Iannuzzi, and she covers the puck. Skates in, her shot all the way through. The rebound could not be connected on by Johnson. Again, another save by Scapitici. And the puck is out to center ice. 15 seconds on the penalty for Drainville, for Stoughton. And now it's sent in, the save by Scapitici. And the penalty in 4 seconds will be up, and both teams will be at even strength. It's McLaughlin digging for it. And now Drainville is out of the box, both teams at even strength. 2 penalties, 2 penalty kills for Stoughton. Franklin steals it. This is Johnson. She skates in, and she loses the puck. Out it comes to Stoughton. And Stoughton, for the first time, gets it out of their zone to center ice. And here come the Black Knights. Julia Flynn picked it. And Flynn goes down. No call here for tripping. The puck is no ice. It's no icing called, and it's going to be covered up by Stoughton. They start out from their own zone. No score early on in the second period. Iannuzzi steals it on the left wing for Haggerty, too far in front, and he gets by the senior. Now it's going to be taken behind the net. Haggerty gets to it, and it's going to be kept in to Iannuzzi. Iannuzzi with her blast blocked. Santiago overskates the puck. Back out to Iannuzzi at the blue line. Iannuzzi in center. The shot there by Abby Chang was blocked. And Dennett keeps it in. Her blast goes low and squirts wide to the left of the goal. Kept in by Iannuzzi. Franklin with good pressure. The puck hits a Franklin player and comes out all the way to the Franklin zone, and they will cover it up. Lindsay Dennett with it. 2 minutes gone here in the second period. We're scoreless from Franklin. Puck is stolen there, and a offside called. And we're going to have a draw outside the blue line, and I just lost a sheet that goes sailing down, and it does not make the ice, thankfully. It was my roster of Franklin's schedule, so we'll pick that up later. Play back in, the draw down in front of us. Flynn cannot get to it. McLaughlin neither can get. Now McLaughlin is taken down. Puck out to center and covered there by Hannah Auer. Auer over for Kate Cataldo, the sophomore. Cataldo sends it in behind the goal. Flynn comes to it for McLaughlin. Jenny McLaughlin with the control of the puck. She gets it out to Hannah Auer. Auer skating it through. Puck is loose. Flynn steals it. Flynn in. She fans on the shot. Might have been blocked. Franklin still with the puck in the offensive zone. This is Auer. Hannah sends one through. Covered by McLaughlin. Jenny around the goal it comes, but too far for Flynn. She cannot get to it, and the Black Knights have it. Out to center it comes, and Franklin has to clear the offensive zone. Hannah Auer with it. Her puck skates off the arm of Adeline Junta, another freshman, and Stoughton has it to center ice. Franklin controls there. Out in front for Abby Chang. Chang cannot get to it. Icing called against Franklin. We had a lot of icing in the first period, mostly against Stoughton, but here's one. There was one in the first period, I believe, against Stoughton. Against Franklin. Here's another one against the Panthers. Franklin looking to get above 500 in the Hawk with a win here today. They're 2-2. Stoughton 0-5 in the Hawk. And Stoughton winless on the season. Franklin 3 wins and 9 losses. They've had some close games, but they do have that record of 3-9. Iannuzzi in front of her own goal. Sends it out deep. Tended there for Haggerty. Sent all the way in just to the left of goalkeeper Izzy Brown. Puck out to center. And Franklin regains control. This is Haggerty. She skates it in. Santiago on her left wing. Haggerty tries to control it, tries to center it, cannot. Now it's sent out off the referee and taken in by Iannuzzi. Her shot is wide. She lifted it, and Dennett has it at the blue line. Lindsay Dennett, the veteran skater, the senior for Franklin. Out in front. Puck taken back by Stoughton. It's Dennett charging in, her blast. What a save by Scappaticci on a rocket by Lindsay Dennett. Sarah Scappaticci's been the story of this game. What a beautiful save. The freshman seeing the puck very well. And that's kept Stoughton in a tie game with Franklin. Flynn to take the draw for Franklin to the left of Scappaticci. Official chatting, ready to drop the puck. Here he goes. And Flynn. Now it's sent over to Madison Reardon. Franklin player goes down. Flynn quickly to the puck. And she's going to take it out all by herself, skating through. Flynn will drop it back out for Hannah Auer. Wing to wing we go. Now in the slot, the low slot. Back out to Reardon. Reardon in front. Her shot is saved by Scappaticci. McLaughlin digs it out behind the goal. McLaughlin picked up with some good forechecking here. The puck is stolen. The shot on goal. The save off the shot by Flynn. The shot now is wide. Flynn tried to redirect it but could not. Reardon pokes it into McLaughlin. McLaughlin been living underneath that goal. McLaughlin goes down. Flynn comes over to help. Puck is not tied up. It's freed up, but sent out to the blue line where Hannah Auer controls it for Franklin. Back on the right wing for Reardon. Back to Auer. Her blast is wide right and covered up by Julia Flynn. Flynn skating in circles. Flynn holding. Flynn drops it on the right side for Iannuzzi. Her shot comes through. It's blocked by a defender. And the race for the puck, and Franklin cannot get to it in time. It's no icing on the call as Lindsay Dennett will chase it back for Franklin. We are still scoreless. Iannuzzi covers it back. Franklin starts it out. Santiago into the offensive zone. Overskates the puck. It's kept in here by Haggerty. Haggerty has some daylight. Haggerty holding, and now it's skated off, and she goes down and into the boards hard. Brenda Haggerty for Dennett. Dennett had a player in front, and unable to get to it there was Kate Cataldo. Now the Stoughton Black Knights, but covered up beautifully by Dennett on the rush by Ella Cummings. Dennett with a great defensive play. And this is Lindsay Dennett. One-on-one. Dennett, can she get by the defense? It's a bump there, and let's see what the call is. Let's see what the call is. There may be a penalty coming up. Dennett was angling here. And let's see. We got a penalty coming up. Going out will be Avery Drainville for the second time. Her second penalty. Drainville went out in the first period. And Avery Drainville goes out again at 8:21. 2 minutes. Franklin on his third power play. They're 0 for 2. Stoughton 0 for 2 on penalty kills. 8:21 to go. Franklin with the player advantage. Officials Dave Patrick and Chip Kivlahan. So Avery Drainville, the junior forward, in the box. The referee is talking to the Stoughton coach, Chad Kelly. Kelly loves his team, loves the kids. I think he's satisfied. And here we go, Franklin with the power play. No score here in the second period. Puck is dropped. Coming in with it is Flynn. And she drops it over to Abby Chang. Franklin trying to dig it out. McLaughlin to the point for Dennett. On the left wing we go to Flynn. Flynn, her shot is wide and high. And Dennett has it on the right wing. Back to Flynn. Flynn skates in with some daylight. The shot, the save by Scapacini. The rebound, the save again. And Flynn has it again for Franklin. Scapacini has been immense. Iannuzzi, shot blocked by Scapacini. What a goalkeeper. Sarah Scapacini. Franklin again with some tremendous pressure. Flynn gets through, holds the puck, shoots. It's blocked by a defender in front of the goal. Iannuzzi has it for Franklin. And is sent off a stick, off a leg of Stoughton, and they clear it all the way down to the Stoughton goal. Covered there, to the Franklin goal, covered there by Brown. 1 minute left on the penalty to Drainville. Flynn over to Haggerty. Flynn comes through, loses the puck. Now it's wrapped around. Flynn regains it. Her centering pass, nobody home, and Dennett will have it for Franklin on the right point. Her blast is blocked, and it's sent around the boards. Dennett is there again. Franklin in good position for these loose pucks. Iannuzzi in front. Haggerty tries to tip it home and is cleared by Stoughton on a heads-up play. Iannuzzi keeps it in and still keeps it in again. Iannuzzi coming through is Dennett. Lindsay in front, the save by Scapacini again. Haggerty digs it out for Franklin, and she is taken down. There's going to be a penalty here. We'll see who this was on. This could be, let's see here, I think it's Franklin going out. Both players seem to be tugging at one another, and Lindsay Dennett is going to go in the box. The first penalty of the game against the Panthers, and Dennett will go off for tripping. Lindsay Dennett out at 6:36. Both teams are at player short right now, but it'll be Stoughton with a player advantage after 16 seconds. Right now, 5 skaters apiece. 4 skaters and a goalkeeper. This is Haggerty. Stoughton can't keep it in. Haggerty chases it down. The penalty to Drainville is almost up, and now it is up. Drainville will be back on the ice. A power play now for Stoughton. Franklin is shorthanded. Taken out there by Perry Rodman, and it's overskated, and Jelly McLaughlin sends it in. And no icing, of course. Franklin is a player down here. Stoughton with 3 power play kills. And now they have the power play advantage for the first time today. Puck is sent all the way down by Hannah Auer. 1:14 to go on the penalty to Lindsay Dennett. Stoughton races up to center ice and chipped away by Flynn. And it's going to be taken back behind the Franklin zone. And it's going to be cleared by the Panthers. And here they come on the rush is Julia Flynn. Flynn flying up ice. Flynn will have it in the offensive zone in the corner. Out on the point it comes. Now to the left side for Iannuzzi. Nina, her blast scores! Nina Iannuzzi, the shorthanded goal. The shorthanded goal for the Panthers. Iannuzzi, it might have been tipped at the goal, but let's give Nina Iannuzzi the goal at 5:21. Franklin finally gets on the board. They had a lot of pressure throughout the first period and most of this period, and they put one home, and Dennett is still in the box. It's a shorthanded goal for Franklin, and they lead it 1-0. Franklin still on the penalty kill. Nina Iannuzzi with a blast. It might have been tipped in front, but we'll say Iannuzzi for now unofficially. Hannah Auer gets to it behind her own goal. 27 seconds on the Dennett penalty left. And is taken back. The shot there is wide, might have been tipped. And Franklin cannot clear it. Now it's in the skates of a Stoughton player. They send it back in, but it's blocked. 10 seconds on the Dennett penalty remain. Auer blasts it over to Iannuzzi, who just scored. Iannuzzi sends it all the way down. And the penalty to Dennett is up, and she's on the ice. We're at even strength. The Panthers get a shorthanded goal and kill off the penalty at the same time. We're even now with 4:24 to go here in the second period. Chased back by Iannuzzi. Dug out by McLaughlin. Jenny to center ice. Nice move by McLaughlin. Skating fast. Jenny McLaughlin pouring on the speed. She goes behind the goal for the wraparound. No, she doesn't take the shot. She drops it for Flynn. She skates through the shot. The save by Scappaticci. And the rebound comes out wide. A great rush there by Jenny McLaughlin. Almost paid dividends, but the wide shot there. And Flynn has it back. Julia has some space, cuts through between, drops it there for Chang. Her shot, the save by Scappaticci. I don't know how many saves she's had, but it's been a bushelful for Sarah Scappaticci, their freshman goalkeeper. 1-0 Franklin. 3:41 left in the second period. Exciting girls hockey here today from Memorial Arena in Franklin. The draw to the right of Scappaticci. Flynn will take it, and she wins it. Gets it over to Reardon. Skating around with it is Flynn. Flynn zigzagging her shot. It goes high. It was tipped high by Scappaticci. Flynn with a nice move. Puck is loose, and it's going to be kept in by Reardon. She sends one to the right of the goalkeeper and covered up by Stoughton, and they get it all the way out to the Franklin zone. No icing called here. 3:19 left in the period. Franklin 1, Stoughton co-op, no score. To center ice with the Black Knights with the puck there is Samantha Calipay. Calipay. Reardon tries to stop things and momentarily slows down Calipay. Puck behind the goal for Stoughton. Franklin covers it up, and this is Flynn. She goes to the right side. Nice pass there. Skating through there, the shot and the save on the blast by Kate Cataldo, the sophomore. Scappaticci with another save. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the period. What a great hockey game we've had here today. The draw to the left of Sarah Scappaticci, and it's going to be taken by Kate Cataldo. Cataldo, the sophomore defender. And she cannot win the puck. Stoughton has it, and they're going to send it back, and it's going to be chased down by Hannah Auer. Auer does a nice job warding off the defense. Uses the goal for a little bit of a screen, and Hannah will still keep it. Sends it wide for Cataldo, and covered back. Cataldo digging for it. Back to center ice it goes. The backhanded flip by Stoughton to the Franklin line behind the goal, and the Panthers have it with 2:19 to go here in the second period. Haggerty goes behind her. Stoughton takes it in. With it was Frackleton. The shot comes in, but Iannuzzi with the save, helping out her goalkeeper. McLaughlin with that great speed, and she's blocked on the play. There's going to be a penalty coming up here, I believe. It's going to be a cross-check or a hold on Stoughton as McLaughlin was prevented from going up. And so the penalty is going to be on Ella Cummings, yet another power play for the Panthers. They've not scored on one yet. This is the fourth one. Ella Cummings out for 2 minutes, I believe, for a hold at 2 minutes to go. So this penalty will expire if there's no goal at the time the period expires. Franklin with the draw. Lindsay Dennett for Flynn. Flynn, the shot, it might have hit the post. I think Scappaticci got a hand on it. Back to Flynn. Here it comes. Flynn again wide left. Franklin pouring on the pressure here on this power play. Flynn with it for the Panthers. And through the crease, nobody there. Dennett comes in, kicks it. Her shot saved by Scappaticci. Flynn, the rebound, the score! Julia Flynn with the rebound score. and Franklin leads it 2-0. Franklin looking for some goals here tonight. That's been their problem this season. Firepower on the offensive end, and Flynn makes it 2-0 at 1:32 of the second period. Nice move by Julia Flynn. She's worked hard all game long. Flynn and McLaughlin with great speed, and Flynn buries it. And so it'll be even strength now, as with the goal, the penalty is up, and we're at even strength for the last 1:32. 28 seconds into the power play, Franklin scores it. Their first power play goal of the game on their fourth chance. Flynn digs it out. Flynn racing for it. Goes behind the goal. Still holding it. Stoughton player goes down. Flynn goes down. Puck comes out to Iannuzzi. Nina, her blast is high and hits the back glass. Time winding down here in the first period. 1 minute to go in the period. Puck is loose, kept in here by Abby Chang. Chang for Julia Flynn, who just had a goal. To Iannuzzi, who has the first goal for the Panthers. Back to Flynn. Julia closing. Her shot tipped. It was deflected. It was sailing wide, but it was tipped closer to the goal than her shot would have been. Flynn back for the Panthers. Charging in front of the goal. Her shot is high. She just launched it. She launched it high over the goal, over the crossbar. And Franklin with great pressure here, pouring it on. And we have a whistle here and a delayed penalty, I think, coming up. A cross-check coming. It's going to be on Stoughton. Yet another penalty. And this one is going to be on Samantha Calapay. Sam Calapay goes out with 24.5 seconds to go in the period. So this one may carry over. Fifth penalty against Stoughton. Franklin with one penalty against its team. Time winding down, 20 seconds to go. Back to center ice. Franklin has to clear it, and they do, but has to clear the zone, but is sent in now with 15 seconds to go. Covered up by Hannah Auer. Auer with 10 seconds. For Haggerty, too strong to center ice. Now sent forward. Auer has it. 2 seconds to go on the right side, and there's the buzzer, ending the second period. Franklin with 2 goals, 1 shorthanded, 1 a power play. Nina Iannuzzi at 5:21, followed by just about 4 minutes later, Julia Flynn, a power play goal, Iannuzzi a shorthanded goal. And finally, they get 2 past the outstanding goalkeeper, Sarah Scapitici, for Stoughton. We've played 30 minutes of exciting hockey in this Hockomock League matchup. Franklin looking to get to 3-2 on the league. We'll be back with the third and final period after about an 8-minute break. So stay tuned for more hockey on YouTube, where we have Franklin leading Stoughton 2-0. Welcome back to the Veterans Memorial Arena in Franklin. Pete Roy, Scott Tooker with you. Franklin 2, Stoughton Co-op no scores. We start the third and final period. Franklin in the home white with blue trim, Stoughton in the black and orange. Franklin on the power play for a minute and a half. Flynn comes back and she scores! Julia Flynn scores with 7 seconds gone. Julia Flynn, some of the fans not back from the intermission break. Flynn, her second goal of the game, second in a row at 14:53. And that brings the teams to even strength, but Flynn with 2 goals. Franklin with a 3-0 lead. Here's Caitlin Johnson back for the Panthers. For Reardon, her shot hits a player. Taken back by Ella Cummings. Cummings skating it through. Cummings in front, and it's going to be Brown. The rebound, save by Brown, Izzy Brown. Julia Flynn, what a talent she is. 2 goals. Great speed by Flynn. Icing called against Franklin, and it'll be a face-off in the Franklin zone. So Coach Lubin was telling me we just need to score, and how about it? 3 goals for the Panthers here in the first 2 periods plus 7 seconds of the third period. That's a nice play, nice rebound game for the Panthers, coming off a loss 3-1 to Norwood, where they had trouble putting the puck in the net. Sent in by Abby Chang, but kept out. And now Flynn will go back for it. She's going to in front of everybody. She's in alone. The shot, the save by Scapatici. Flynn was in alone. And Scapatici, who's been outstanding in goal for the Stoughton Black Knights, made another beautiful save. Flynn almost with the hat trick here. A natural hat trick. She's got the last 2 goals. But she is denied by Sarah Scapatici. Face off to the left of Scapatici. Santiago takes it. Franklin wins it for Dennett. Sent in front, puck loose. Battle for it, and Stoughton controls it. That blast was taken there by Iannuzzi. Now a penalty coming up. A delayed call, and it's going to be a penalty coming up here. We'll wait for the official call. We'll see who's going out. No, I guess no penalty. Icing was the call. A delayed call there. Never seen that one before, delayed icing, but the draw will come deep in the Franklin zone. So no penalty in the drive. It's through the crease and wide left. Franklin gets it out to center ice. The race for it there. Johnson tries to get to it, but is sent around the backboards by Stoughton. Haggerty covers it for Franklin. Haggerty tries to center it, cannot. She's blocked. Haggerty again centers it in front, but nobody there. And Dennett, her shot is blocked and kept in by Iannuzzi. Iannuzzi at the line, and now it's cleared out by Stoughton. Johnson with it for the Panthers. Now it's taken back by Stoughton. With it is Addison Strunk. Franklin steals it on the right wing for Dennett. Dennett winds up her shot, the glove save. Tracking it all the way was Sarah Scapatici. Scapatici, Scappaticci. And she's a player to note. Got an outstanding future, Sarah Scapatici. 3-0 Franklin, 13:03 left. Flynn wins the draw for Reardon. Back in front. The shot there by Auer is wide. Franklin digs it out. Back to Reardon. Reardon in front. Tried to set up McLaughlin, but it gets through her. Skating in front. The shot, the save on the blast by Flynn. Flynn again going for the hat trick. Out to Reardon. Reardon taps it in gently. McLaughlin digs for it. Gets it around to Flynn. Flynn skating through, still controlling it. Now she loses it, and a player goes down for Franklin. It's McLaughlin. Flynn comes out with it for Auer. Hannah, her shot in front is wide. It might have hit a skate of a Franklin player and is steered wide. Kept in by Reardon in front for McLaughlin. She couldn't get good wood on it. And now it's going to be taken back as Chang made an attempt for it. Here comes Stoughton, but it's 1-on-2 and holding. And now the shot, Izzy Brown with a nice save on Ella Cummings. A good look for Cummings, but Izzy Brown saw it well. 11:58 to go in the third period. Franklin 3, Stoughton Co-op no score. The draw to the right of Izzy Brown. Won by Stoughton. The shot is deflected and Franklin cannot clear it. Kept in by the Black Knights. Iannuzzi deep in her own end. Out for Cataldo in front and covered up by Izzy Brown. Izzy Brown has not let anything get by. Whereas Scapatici's been tested time and time again, and 3 have gotten past the outstanding goalkeeper for Stoughton. On the draw in front, Dennett gets it out of harm's way. The blast is high by Stoughton. And the puck is still in the Franklin zone. Iannuzzi with it. Iannuzzi to center for Johnson. 2-on-1. Johnson too strong for Santiago, and she cannot get to it. And covered up there by Sam Calipay. Calipay goes down. Flynn tries to get the puck, cannot, and is cleared out to the Franklin zone, where Lindsay Dennett will go down and chase it down. The captain for Franklin. Other captains, Julia Flynn and Nina Iannuzzi. Iannuzzi and Flynn have goals today. Flynn with 2, Iannuzzi with 1. And the offside called with 10:51 left in the game. Franklin 3. Oh, do we have anything? We have a penalty coming up. We have a penalty. We have a penalty coming up. Nobody's in the box yet. It's going to be on Stoughton. They've had a number of them today. And going out for the Black Knights is going to be Megan McGowan. That's 5 penalties on Stoughton, 1 against Franklin. McGowan out at 10:55. 2 minutes. Franklin on the power play. Can Flynn get the natural hat trick? It's sent out to Dennett at center ice. Flynn, the last 2 goals for Franklin. She's on the ice with the puck right now. And she sends one into the corner. Stoughton cannot clear it. Dennett does. Dennett to Iannuzzi. Iannuzzi, her shot is deflected out. Getting a stick on it was Chang, and now Iannuzzi has it back. And a whistle and a timeout called for a player who is down. Let's see if there's going to be a penalty on Franklin for boarding, I believe. It's going to be on Julia Flynn. Flynn for boarding. So the second penalty for Franklin. Flynn goes out. Dennett had a penalty earlier in the game in the second period. Flynn is out at 10:20. Both teams will be a player shy for the next 36 seconds. And then it'll be a power play for Stoughton for about 45 seconds or so. We're at even strength at the moment. Dennett tips it over to a teammate, cannot get it out, and now Franklin has it. This is Lily Santiago to open ice for Haggerty. She chips it forward. Behind the goal she comes. No, it's not quite behind. Dennett will gather it in. Her blast tips and goes high, and Iannuzzi covers it. Both teams at even strength for the next minute. Going to be a 35-second power play for Stoughton if nobody scores in the meantime. Racing for it is Dennett. She gets to it. Lindsay Dennett with good speed on the closing Stoughton player. Now the shot there, and the player goes down. It's Dennett. They'll stop for an injury timeout. Lindsay Dennett hit the boards very hard. Lindsay Dennett hit the boards very hard. Trainer Jen is making her way on the ice. She is here today. Trainer Jen hustling across the ice. Has to be careful, she's not on skates. And Lindsay Dennett is down. 9:38 left in the game. 42 seconds on the Stoughton penalty, 1:18 on the Flynn penalty. But Lindsay Dennett is the concern of the moment. And Dennett is on her feet, on her skates. Helped by trainer Jen, who's escorting her and guiding her to the sideline. I think it's an elbow or an arm injury for Dennett. Also Iannuzzi, one of the other captains, helping her out. And Dennett goes out. So Dennett is out. And both teams at even strength. We wish the best for Lindsay Dennett, their fine captain, being tended to by trainer Jen of Franklin. The draw to the right of Izzy Brown. McLaughlin tries to win it, cannot, kept in by Stoughton. And the shot there is wide but gloved anyway by Izzy Brown on the blast by Ella Cummings. 35 seconds left on the penalty to McGowan. Both teams at even strength for a little bit longer. Franklin tries to get to the puck. It's sent sideways. Hannah Auer chips it forward to Abby Chang. Chang coming in. Chang holding, shooting. It's deflected and saved by Scapitici for Reardon. It is stolen, going in alone. Here is Molly Corvino, one-on-one, the shot, the score. Molly Corvino takes it in alone and scores. Corvino gets Stoughton on the board. Molly Corvino at 9:08 makes it a 3-1 game, and Flynn will come out of the box now. Or maybe she won't. I'm not sure about that. I guess because it was even strength, she does not come out. So that's the deal there. It was even strength. So she stays in the box even though there was a goal by the opponent. It's because the teams were at even strength. For another one more second. Now Franklin was on the penalty kill. Stoughton with the power play, trying to make it a one-goal game. Stoughton sends it in behind Brown. In front, the shot, the score again! 2 quick goals! 2 quick goals. It's a 3-2 game. And I believe that was the player who just got out of the box. It was McGowan just out of the box maybe 4 or 5 seconds earlier. It's a 3-2 game. Megan McGowan, a power move, and she got it by Brown. It's 3-2 at 8:45. 23 seconds apart, the two Stoughton goals. We have a hockey game, fans. Teams at even strength now. Again, Lindsay Dennett not in the action, out hurt for McLaughlin. Jenny, anybody's game at the moment, 8:35 to go. Franklin Flynn with it. Sends it through, the rebound, the shot, the save by Scapitici. In heavy traffic, Scapitici with another outstanding save. A beautiful save there. We stayed at a 3-2 score. 2 quick goals in the matter of, what did we say, 23 seconds? I believe that's what it was. From 3-0 to 3-2. 23 seconds apart. The shot is deflected and sent around for Flynn behind the goal. Skating through. Still controlling it, drops it for Reardon. Deep right corner for McLaughlin. Her centering pass too far in front for Chang, who would have been alone. But it's Flynn with it. Flynn Shoots, it's blocked. Rebound is cleared by Stoughton. Over to Ella Cummings. Taken back by Franklin. Digging for it there is Flynn in front. McLaughlin the rebound. And what do they call? I think it's a goal for McLaughlin. Or did the goal come out? I thought it was McLaughlin who scored. It hasn't been posted yet. I think it's a goal for Jenny McLaughlin. It is a goal for Jenny McLaughlin at 7:59. McLaughlin has worked hard all game. Jenny McLaughlin scores it. And it's 4-2. Franklin with some more daylight. This is Johnson. Back for Franklin. Now for Santiago. A lot of scoring here in the second and third periods. The shot there, the blast in front is blocked. Still loose in front, and it's going to be cleared there by Santiago. She gets over to Hannah Auer. In the slot, Iannuzzi. The shot and the save by Scappaticci. Wow, we've had 3 goals here in the last minute or two after a scoreless first period. Yeah, we've had 3 goals in about 90 seconds, 95 seconds, something like that. This is Reardon for the Panthers. In front, loose puck, the save by Scappaticci. She got a leg out there just in time on the blast by Haggerty. This is Brenda Haggerty. Her shot is wide left. Haggerty with some good plays. Bridget Haggerty, I should say. In front, puck is behind Haggerty. Chased down by Johnson for Reardon. And here comes the Stoughton Black Knights to center ice with it. Chasing it back is Nina Iannuzzi with 6 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. Franklin 4, Stoughton 2. Puck is stolen by Bridget Haggerty. Haggerty, the centering pass for Johnson. In front for Johnson. She's kicking it, but it's not a good shot on goal. Flynn comes through with it. Julia Flynn skates around, drops it to the blue line. Back to Flynn in the slot. Flynn skating through, cannot get wood on it, and is taken back, but Flynn has it at the blue line. Franklin has to clear the zone, but a Panther cannot get through, and now they do clear it, and now it's an offside call. The last player could not clear the zone in time. She had fallen down, and that's what I think threw Flynn off a little bit, anticipating she'd get back onside her teammate, but she could not. And so there's a face-off at the blue line with 6:23 to go here in the game. 4-2 Franklin. Flynn with the draw. She wins it and she takes it herself. Flynn skates in. She falls down. The save by Scappaticci. And a whistle and a play and a tripping call coming up here. I think it's going to be on Stoughton again. Flynn got the shot off as she was falling to the ground. It's tripping. It's tripping here. And the penalty is going to be on Ella Cummings, her second penalty. Ella Cummings tripped the player, and she goes out at 6:16. A lot of penalties against Stoughton here today. That's part of the reason for Franklin holding a 4-2 lead. They have a power play goal in front. The shot, the save by Scappaticci again. Heavy traffic in front as Abby Chang was tied up there. And Franklin still has a power play for 1:53 here in the third period. Face-off to the right of goalkeeper Scappaticci. And taking the draw will be Julia Flynn. Flynn wins it. Flynn skates through behind the net. Flynn gets it over to Hannah Auer, left side. The shot by Iannuzzi, the rebound, no rebound, the cover-up by Sarah Scappaticci. She gloved it. 5:58 to go in the game. Franklin 4, Stoughton Co-op 2. Franklin on the power play for another minute and 43. Here in the third period. Franklin with one power play goal. Otherwise, Stoughton has done a good job in fighting them off. The draw taken there by Abby Chang. Stoughton steals it, and Jenny McLaughlin, who's got a goal today, comes back to Flynn. Julia Flynn inside the attacking zones, comes through, can't get the shot off. Heavy collision in front, and the whistle blows. 4 players down on the ice, and the referee stops play. Probably the one taking the hardest hit was a Stoughton player. 4 players went down. Heavy contact there. And taking the hard hit was Molly Corvino. And it's going to be Corvino going out. 2-player advantage for Franklin as Corvino took the hit and bore the brunt of the collision. And she goes out at 5:42. Franklin with a 2-player advantage. They'll be skating 5 players to 3, plus of course the 2 goalkeepers. For the next 127. Franklin 5 players to 3 on offense. Flynn to take the draw. Flynn to Hannah Auer. Left side, Iannuzzi. Shot is wide. Kept back in by Franklin. McLaughlin to Hannah Auer. And it's covered up and sent inside. Franklin still with it here. Iannuzzi. Her shot is wide. Flynn in front. Shot saved by Scapitici. Scapitici with the save. 106 on one penalty, 140 on the other. 5:22 in the game. Stoughton has committed a lot of penalties here today. 5 on 3 right now. Franklin with a 2-player advantage. Can they put one home? Flynn cannot win the draw, but it's taken by Hannah Auer. Her shot is blocked. Blocked there by Strunk. Addison Strunk to Iannuzzi. In the slot, the shot is wide. The rebound comes out for Hannah Auer. She loses the puck, and it goes to center ice, and Franklin will have to clear the offensive zone. They circle it back. 40 seconds left on one of the penalties. McLaughlin can't control it, and Stoughton is going to send it over to Hannah Auer. Auer for McLaughlin to Flynn. Flynn skates through. 5 on 3 for another 21 seconds. Then it'll be 5 on 4. The shot there, the save by Scapitici. Flynn with the rebound. Gets out to the point. Iannuzzi. The shot is blocked in front. Johnson cannot shoot. Over to Reardon. 5 seconds to go on one of the penalties. And the shot there is blocked. And so one of the penalties up. Franklin now with a 5-4 advantage. The rebound shot is blocked. It's Johnson skating with it in front. The save by Scapitici. And now it comes out to center ice, and Flynn will take it back. And now it's picked up by Lily Santiago. And a whistle stops play. 2 players down. Flynn is down. Also a Stoughton player is down. And that would be Ella Cummings. And they're going to call a foul on Franklin. A penalty on Franklin. It's on Flynn. She's going to go in the box. We're going to be at even strength here for 16 seconds. Julia Flynn goes out. Julia Flynn out at 3:51. 2-minute penalty for Flynn. 16 seconds left on the penalty to Corvino, and then Stoughton will have the power play and a timeout called by Stoughton head coach Chad Kelly. So we'll regroup, give you some of the summary, the game story here. Scoreless first period. There were 2 penalty opportunities for Franklin. They couldn't cash in. 3 more in the second period against Stoughton, and Franklin did cash in on one of them. Plus, they got a shorthanded goal by Nina Iannuzzi with Lindsay Dennett in the box. Then Flynn with the power play goal made it 2-0 after 2. And then here in this period, we've had 4 goals, 2 by each team. So it stays a 2-goal lead. Flynn made it 3-0 at 14:53. And Flynn also scored at 10:20. So that made it that made it 3-0. And then Stoughton came back with 2 quick goals, a matter of 23 seconds by Corvino and McGowan. And then Jenny McLaughlin got the last goal at 7:55, makes it 4-2. Franklin now even strength for 16 seconds, and they'll be on the penalty kill after that. 4-2 in the third period. Puck is squirted loose and comes out to center ice, and McLaughlin tries to take it back. She sends it in deep into the zone. No icing called here. And the penalty to Corvino is nearly up, and now it is up. Corvino is back on the ice. Power play for Stoughton. Skating it through is Cummings. Cummings angling in front, the save by Brown. Over to McLaughlin, and over to Santiago, and she sends it forward with 90 seconds left on the Flynn penalty. Stoughton starts out, they send it wide. It's going to go all the way down. Icing called. So a tough call there to ice the puck with the player advantage, but that's what Stoughton did, and the draw will come to the right of goalkeeper Sarah Scapitici. 3:14 left in the game. Franklin 4, Stoughton Co-op 2. Franklin looking to get to 3-2 in the Hockomock League and to get their 4th win of the season. Stoughton is winless on the season. They're 0-5 in the league and 0-13 on the season. Puck comes out to center ice. Auer wins it, but is taken back by Stoughton's Ella Cummings. Cummings into the offensive zone. Her blast was blocked, and it's going to be a delayed call here against Franklin, and they're going to be 2 players in the box. 2 players in the box for Franklin, and going out is going to be Hannah Auer. Auer will go out, a 2-player advantage for Stoughton, and this will be for a very short period of time. Flynn is still in there, and Auer is in the box as well. Auer out at 3 minutes. Here's the draw. Stoughton with the shot, the save by Brown right off her left shoulder. And a player goes down now in the chase for the puck. It's McLaughlin. She's going to send it all the way down. And it's going to be stopped by Scapitici. A 2-player advantage for Stoughton. Cummings with it. Franklin gets to the puck and is taken back here by McGowan. She skates in. McGowan all the way through in front. The save by Brown. And Franklin cannot clear it. Now they do clear it all the way down. 28 seconds left on the Flynn penalty. 1:23 left on the Auer penalty. 2:20 left in the game. Franklin 4, Stoughton 2. And an icing called. Again, Stoughton has iced the puck, this time with a 2-player advantage. So the draw will come deep in the Stoughton end. 2:15 to go in the game. A tough matchup here today. A lot of scoring in the third period. And here we go. The draw. McLaughlin to try to take it for Franklin. She wins it. Over to Iannuzzi. Her shot is blocked. 14 seconds left on the Flynn penalty. Still a 2-player advantage for Stoughton. And sent in. Chasing it down, though, is Reardon, and she'll head off the offense and get it out to center. And the Franklin Flynn penalty is out. Franklin down by 1 player now. A traditional power play, but Flynn has it shorthanded. She's got a shorthanded goal. She's in alone. She shoots, and she hits the crossbar. Flynn hit the crossbar, looking for her hat-trick goal. Shorthanded as her earlier goal. No, Iannuzzi got the shorthanded goal. Flynn has a power play goal. In front, it's blocked and taken by Reardon for Haggerty. Bridget chasing it down to center ice. 28 seconds left on the penalty to Auer. Haggerty. 1:22 left in the game. Puck is loose. Chased down. Flynn wins it. She shoots, and it's off the crossbar again. Twice she's hit the crossbar. Wow. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Auer. Out it comes to Iannuzzi. And her pass is deflected. And Franklin is out of the box. Auer's on the ice. We're at even strength. Franklin kills off a double penalty. 2 penalties. Flynn in alone. Julia Flynn for the hat trick. Can she make it? No! She's denied by Scapitici. Gets her own rebound. Back to Iannuzzi. Her shot, the save by Scappaticci again. Julia Flynn was in alone, but she was blocked by Scappaticci. And it stays at 4-2. 44.4 seconds left in the game. Franklin has shown some great firepower in this game. They have it by 2, time winding down. We'll see if Coach Kelly pulls his goalkeeper. He won't now because the play is in the Stoughton end. 38 seconds to go. Franklin controlling it in front. Flynn gets a chance for it but can't control it, and it comes out wide with 28 seconds to go in the game. Johnson chases it down, stopped by Stoughton. Johnson still battling for it. Stoughton wins it with 16 seconds to go. Flynn has it back for Franklin. The shot there by Flynn, the save by Scappaticci. And that's the way it's been here. A lot of saves by Scappaticci, but 4 have gotten by, and it's 4-2 with 8.9 seconds to go. So Kelly did not pull his goalkeeper because really he had no chance to. All the action was in the Stoughton end. 8.9 seconds to go. Franklin on the verge of a nice victory here today. Flynn takes it. It's loose. Flynn has it. 3 seconds to go. Over to another player, and that is Isabella Palmieri, who gets the shot off, and the game is over. Franklin wins it. They're out to greet their good goalkeeper, Izzy Brown, who turned back all but 2, and Franklin wins it by the score of 4-2. Franklin goes to 4-9 on the season, 3-2 in the Hawk. The goal scorers for Franklin, Iannuzzi, Flynn, and McLaughlin. And for Stoughton, 2 goals in a 23-second period, Corvino and McGowan. That's going to do it. We hope you enjoyed exciting Franklin High girls hockey. The Panthers break a 5-game losing streak and go to 4-9 on the season with a nice victory here today. I'd like to thank you fans for tuning in on YouTube and also on some of the replays on Franklin TV. Now I'd like to thank our producer, our director, our technologist today, Scott Tooker. This is Pete Royce from the Veterans Memorial Arena in Franklin. The final score for the final time today, Franklin 4, the Stoughton Co-op 2. Till next time, so long, neighbors.